DCA Adventure is rated F for fucking awesome.
Yo, Crypto Nation, it's another FA Friday coming right up at you. Got your favorite peoples over here. We got Gundy, we got Mikkel, we got Chris, and myself, Nemesis. And of course, I still play with blocks.
Play with today.
Right. I play with all sorts of blocks. Bitcoin blocks, engine blocks,
Lego
blocks. Legos, oh man. Man, you
love me some Lego blocks.
Except at 3 o'clock in the morning when you step on them barefoot.
That's Budweiser. Again.
Yeah,
I think the only one that has to deal with that right now is Mikkel.
Well, if you play with fucking Legos, man, you're eventually going to step on one at 3 a.m., dude.
I was talking about the bigger Lego blocks. You know that they actually have cement blocks that are built like Legos to build houses and shit, right?
Yeah.
Oh man, if I'm gonna go like that extreme, I'm just gonna get a fucking 3D house printer, bro. Because they got those too.
Yeah, they do. They also have inflatable houses that you put rebar over it after it inflates, and then you pour cement on it, and you got capsule core, baby.
Yep.
That was a very interesting one. I did see that one. That was pretty cool.
Right.
Because then you could deflate it and use it. You could reuse it.
Yeah.
It's a reusable form.
And rip it apart or anything. Like you could deflate it, go do it the same right next to it.
Mm-hmm.
That's when you know. I have to say this, man. Where have we given up on architecture?
Yeah, we're just gonna have circle blobs everywhere.
No. And then think about it, man.
Don't forget the geometric domes or the Hobbit.
No, man. Think about this. Think about this. Since
the
college,
20-footer from the semi that you can just stack on each other to build houses.
Since college, since centralized socialist schools. Have you noticed that architecture has become square and boring? How is it that 1,000 years ago, uneducated bumpkins were building fucking cathedrals that have fucking more personality into it than fucking any skyscraper made today with zero technology?
They're trying to get rid of art. Like think about it, okay? Why is the most expensive freaking painting a freaking splotch?
We live in corporate hell.
Because it's money laundering.
Orange.
No, it's called money laundering. Let's fucking call it for what it is. There are tons of fucking investigations, but they don't go anywhere because they're the most richest fucking people on the planet. It's all a money laundering operation.
Allegedly.
Yes.
Yeah.
How much can we get from you 2 days?
Just like fucking Ukraine's nothing but a fucking money laundering operation.
Yeah. They sure did have a lot of.
Hey man, it's like hey. Don't worry. They've got 69. The government's got 69,300 and something fucking Bitcoin. They're gonna sell that to give to fucking to Ukraine. They've got another. They've miraculously found another $6.8 billion to give to Ukraine.
There you go, Chance. There you go. This is Nem. You're in Illinois. Why don't more people talk about the Chicago World Fair from 1893?
Because it's not history that anybody ever really knows anything about.
Because it was silenced. But they had technology there.
There was all sorts of stuff through the World Fair. The problem was, in you can go back into it. You have a lot of charlatans that were at some of these World Fairs, and hidden in their booths were the reasons why whatever they were showing was working. It wasn't the standalone.
I'm sure you have some charlatans somewhere, but they've had flying cars for ages now. But the reason they're not allowing anybody to actually own any is because air traffic control.
Yeah.
How bad would
Are you kidding me? You live in California. You want
no.
I'm shooting you down on this one.
They got idiots out there driving now.
Right, I'm like,
They're
you
like,
want fucking one of these
cars.
retards flying a fucking a one of these flying cars? Are you fucking? Yes, please censor this. There are too many stupid people in the world, and we got a bunch of them running the government.
They have been getting rid of technology for ages.
That's okay when you're saving fucking me from having stupid fly into my house.
Okay, then explain this. Why does Shell Oil host the dadgum college and high school freaking challenges saying who can build the car that drives the farthest? And then every time some high schooler wins or some college university wins, the technology fucking disappears once they buy the patent.
Because
they are in the business of selling oil, not giving you the longest riding fucking car.
So I will without knowing more about what's on the other side of all of that. I mean, unless you've done the dive to see that they're actually just sitting on patents and it's all coming from there and none of it gets used. I would say some of that is like speculative hearsay that. Yeah, sometimes some of this technology is quite cool, but you freaking look at the amount of money for where our technology is today in order to achieve that is astronomically unfeasible to do at scale. So sure, I can make things that fucking might make a one-off vehicle in my driveway that will get fucking 70 miles to the gallon, but it's going to cost me probably in between the motor, transmission, and the final drive. I'll probably have wrapped up $150,000 in just into one car.
And don't forget, too,
how the fuck are you doing that at scale?
If you want to drive it in the U.S., you have to pass emissions too.
Well, if I'm getting like 70 miles to the gallon, let's say I get 70 miles to the gallon, right? I'm gonna have a fucking basically a really efficient car or a race car.
Well, here's the problem with the Bureau of Automotive Repair and Smog and passing emissions, is that that's all a fucking hoax anyway. Because you can still have more fuel efficient stuff, but if the Bureau of Automotive Repair did not give approval for that technology to be in your vehicle, it's not allowed, and you automatically fail, and you have to have it removed.
Only if you've patented your vehicle with said particular device on there. Maybe. If you patent a brand new vehicle, if I were to come to market with a full blown race car. And I'm actually better fuel efficient, as good a fuel efficiency as a hybrid. They're your best hybrid on the market, right? And I'm non-hybrid, right? I can do all of that with zero particulate containment. And because I can do that and actually have less hydrocarbons, I did it to one of my cars. I dropped the hydrocarbon output in half. But I had like fucking $4,000 wrapped up into the fucking motor to do that. That's not feasible as a car manufacturer trying to make money.
But
do you want to spend, as a customer, as a consumer, are you wanting to spend another $4,000?
It's not $4,000 because
it's parts.
Think about this: the Bureau of Automotive Repair charges you $25,000 to have an aftermarket air intake put on your vehicle.
I'm talking about
and
just
have it registered
parts.
for. This is an air intake, just a tube. This tube is allowed to go in a Honda, a Toyota, a freaking. It doesn't matter. Every single vehicle and every single make and model, they charge $25,000 to the manufacturer of that tube. If you want this to go in a Honda and pass smog, pays $25,000. You want us to go into Civic? 25. Accord? 25. Toyota? 25. You know, for every single thing. It doesn't fucking matter.
We're living this thing.
There's
that doesn't do it.
They want
you
this.
look
They want
if
this.
you
They don't
look
give a shit about the
at
fucking economy because
if
all
you
of their
look
shit
at the
is fucking
EPA,
bullshit.
if you look at the EPA, there is no regulation that states that you have to have a containment device on there.
Well, see, here's the thing. If you were in Texas where they don't require you to pop open the hood to inspect the engine, and you have something aftermarket on there, you're
okay. You're getting hung up on on the wrong idea. What the concept that I was talking about. You're getting no. You're getting hung up on the concept that you are not in California allowed to modify your car. Why? Because the moment you modify your car, you are now affecting the emissions output.
But they don't care about the emissions output because if you affect it to the point that it's practically zero emissions, they still make you take it out of your fucking vehicle just so you can pass smog and drive.
And
legally.
that's not because, and unfortunately, because California had such a car club out there for so many years, and you had so many EPA climate Nazi people lobbying against them, it turned it into now they're just going to slap down and go any modifications because there was guys out there that were able to they were able to take a lighter and light the pavement down on the ground below their exhaust system because they were dumping so much fuel into it. They were over-fueling the cars. Unfortunately, anybody in California who is now modifying for better fuel efficiency is wrapped up into the same laws that were passed for the race car industry that was kind of getting out of control out there and didn't care.
Point being, they don't care about the environment. They want their money.
I would say that like it's partially that because like they're but not the whole thing though, because like it's not like they force any manufacturer to put any of these devices on there. They just don't want to spend no customer is going to spend an extra $4,000 in parts to make their car not have to have that emissions device. That's sats out of my pocket. I don't know about you. I'll take the cheap car with the emissions devices on there.
There's devices out there that work that are less than $500.
Yeah. And if that was true, fucking everybody would be using it. So I fucking call bullshit on anybody who proclaims that. Because if that was true, you're not gonna like the oil industry understands there is a finite amount of oil they're going to be able to pull out of the ground and not that they're not going to be able to continue pulling oil out of the ground. There's just a finite amount that they're able to pull out of the ground to where the economy goes beyond their ability to pull out of the ground.
What if I told you fossil fuels was a big giant hoax itself?
Oh yeah, no.
They're not fossil fuels. It's not freaking dead dinosaurs that's feeding.
No, they're pulling that stuff for far deeper than where the dinosaurs are. No, it's
a natural resource like water.
Right. It's just and that's why I state it as their ability to pull out of the ground. That we will outpace their ability to drill out of the ground.
Oh man, that would take fucking forever, bro.
They're not saying that it's that far off. They're saying what's 100 years? I mean, realistically, 100 years, we're going to outpace them.
No.
Because of our natural desire for oil. It is in every product ever made.
Everything plastic.
There's going to be a point where we outpace the ability to pull out of the ground. Right now, we're not there. We're not there right now.
When you have government entities and regulators saying, we're going to shut down this pipeline, fuck yeah, we're going to outpace it. You keep shutting down the production.
You keep talking about like that population. It would probably have to be like 4 or 5, 6 times what it is now to like even start to even worry about that probably.
They're like,
I mean, it is on
depending on where
accelerator.
you're looking at your estimates, but if you're looking at total projection of where society is sitting at right now, right?
By the way, guys, smash that like button.
Hell yeah. But if you look at where society is at for its demand of oil, right? And you go, okay, let me do a linear line of if we just take that linear line, no peaks and valleys, and just linearly lay it out. They estimate between 100 to 150 years. So either your children or either your children or your grandchildren's lifetime, they're going to see the absolute outpacing of the ability for man to pull oil out of the ground.
I don't know about you, Nem, but I'm really planning on living to like 200, so I'll be there too.
Yeah, we might be there,
I mean, why doesn't Gen X age, bro?
I don't know.
Well, look at a Gen X guy. You're like who the fuck is this? You telling me you're born in the 70s? They're like, what the fuck? This guy crazy. But you learn a few things. You live a couple decades, so I don't know.
Right.
Maybe George Carlin was right. Everyone's like, oh yeah, that guy. He was the conspiracy theorist before there was even a coined term for it.
Right. And before the
about
CIA
our
did
title,
that.
what do you guys think about Biden saying, "Oh, we're going to sell off all our Bitcoin"? Do you think it's economical, or is he trying to just trash Trump before he gets in?
No. He sees that Trump wants to make it part of his the Federal Reserve.
So he wants a wrench in the plans.
He wants to throw a wrench into plans. He figures that's $6.8 billion he can launder through Ukraine. But the problem is, here's the problem. And I was actually talking about this on my channel earlier. If you guys are new here, Crypto and Hot Rods, my main channel. But I was talking about this very topic. And there's realistically, Biden has 10 days. 10 days to sell the Silk Road fucking Bitcoin, right?
Isn't the song kicking out too soon?
So at that point, there's no exchange that they can offload that onto. No exchange has $6.8 billion. Oh, that's a good one. But no exchange has.
He got it.
There's no exchange that out there that has $6.8 billion just laying off to the side.
No.
No, companies don't usually typically have that.
No.
No way.
Even the top like crypto.
So you're talking about the Biden administration being able to do a few things, right? So they have to find either a P2P transaction, or they find a single person or a group of people that will be willing to purchase the $6.8 billion worth of fucking Bitcoin in one swath.
Wedge blocks of this stuff.
Right, and just take it in one swath, right?
Yeah, I'll take
and
it.
then the Bitcoin market.
About the USA selling Bitcoin.
Yeah, so... But there's no way, there's no exchange that'll just take that. So now you're forced to doing peer-to-peer transactions.
You don't think BlackRock will buy it?
That would be a peer-to-peer transaction, in my opinion.
Yeah.
It sounds like a reason for the U.S. government to make
price of Bitcoin would never change if that happened.
Paying for that too, Chris. Come on.
If BlackRock
we don't want that because we're paying for that.
No,
right. If BlackRock grabs it, there'll be no fluctuation in the Bitcoin price if BlackRock outright takes it. Let's say it's BlackRock, JP Morgan Chase, Citibank, a few like trading desks, Michael Saylor, ARK Investment, all these bigger players in the Bitcoin space. They take a chunk of all of this and gobble it all up. Bitcoin doesn't change price.
Nope.
That'd be wild. Like public service announcement. We're selling Bitcoin.
Right. It was just to cause a little fucking freak out in the market. And I think it's a know nothing sandwich. You're going to have some people get shook out. I think that's what we just watched is Bitcoin take a tear down because people started hearing little whispers and rumors that this was going to happen.
This is based on a paper fiat currency also too, ladies and gentlemen. So, do that with that knowledge what you will. It ain't shit, but a Bitcoin is always going to be a Bitcoin.
Well, I tell people like this. This is actually my way of doing it. It is like, okay, money is like using a measuring stick, right? So we
change the price of Bitcoin tomorrow. They just have to print a couple billion of paper.
But Bitcoin doesn't change the price in a favorable way for people who print money. See, Bitcoin holds the line of where it sits in value.
To some extent.
I would say it holds its value. Now you'll have capitulation of a few people here and there, but as more and more people are holding, you'll see the capitulation hit not as hard. Like hearing that the government was going to be selling off the Bitcoin. That would have caused Bitcoin to drop half its value 5 years ago. They would have been like, oh my God, it's apocalypse!
That's when you could just and stun everybody every day too,
So it's like,
I got an announcement. Be like, oh shit, my shit just pumped like 400% today.
Right. So I mean, I don't really see that Bitcoin itself, that they're going to be able to get rid of do anything with this Bitcoin. What's the worst that they're going to be able to do in 10 days? Maybe get rid of 10,000 fucking Bitcoin if they're fucking lucky. That's a lot of Bitcoin to fucking try to find buyers for.
Dump them on the market cheaper than they're going for on the exchange, and that would be really fast.
Yeah, I don't like. Even if they were to do a fire sale on it.
Yeah, fire sale that shit.
If they were to do a fire sale, you'll see if depending on the fire sale, depends on if the exchange just gobbles it up. If the exchange just gobbles it up because the government did a fire sale, I don't think Bitcoin price would move.
Yeah, probably not.
Well, I mean, think about it the other day. But
yeah, but what does that do for the American economy, though? I mean, the whole
At the
point
beginning
we'll be at square one.
Hold the daggum Bitcoin.
It's not an immediate change.
There's no change.
It will be a change because
it'd be like okay. It'd be like if you gave
I'm talking long term. I'm talking long term. I'm not talking about like immediate.
Yeah, long term.
We're not going to notice a damn thing. The price of eggs isn't going to change, and neither is the dollar amount of gas.
So okay, let's take the road that you're thinking. Okay, so let's say they make they're unable to sell any of that Bitcoin, and Trump gets in. Trump makes it part of the national reserve currency, right?
Maybe that's why we haven't seen too much of traditional bull run activity, because this is all just price action based on inflation of the U.S. dollar.
That's what I was trying to allude to, is that it's accounting for the measuring stick. The U.S. dollar is the measuring stick. What if
BTC has been leveled out because that's where the dollar leveled out from printing?
Bitcoin never changed value.
No, it's all this
our measuring stick did.
Yeah. My yardstick is missing a few inches here.
Right. My yardstick has a lot more inches involved in this all of a sudden.
Yeah. Why is my yardstick 42 inches?
And my whole thing, like let's say like Chris's thought there, oh, it's a missed opportunity. Well, you're thinking of it from the lens of I'm a Bitcoiner, right? These people don't give two shits about Bitcoin. Bitcoin, gold, and silver are competition to the U.S. dollar. So if it does not benefit the U.S. dollar, it has no value to them. All right, so you can't think like a Bitcoiner in the government stance. You can't. It'd be like sitting there and telling everybody there's only one religion now. You cannot do that. You know what I'm saying?
Sorry, not sorry.
Right. So you can't be doing that. So
that reminds me of
What up, Oz?
Of a joke
video
I saw earlier today.
But I mean, it's like, so I mean, you're going to be sitting there and dealing with a government that really doesn't care about Bitcoin, doesn't see any real value in it. Let's say Trump goes in and goes, oh yeah, we're going to make this Federal Reserve currency and we're going to put it in with our gold reserve. What the fuck does it matter if they keep on printing the fucking currency? They're like taking they're justifying diluting the pool. So we give them Bitcoin. Trump's out of office in 4 years. Oh, look, Bitcoin's X amount of dollars. We can print more.
Yeah.
So I think that would be the demise of not only Bitcoin, but it would be also the demise of most currencies in the long term.
Except that I think that I believe that with Trump's plan to have Bitcoin as the reserve currency, and then with I don't know if you guys saw all the talks about, Trudeau leaving office and Canada, even if he was joking, Canada can become
he straight up he resigned.
Yeah, I know he resigned. I'm talking about the
making it the 51st state. No, you can't. US. That would be a declaration of war
as a way to.
No, you don't understand.
Combat the BRICS.
No, do you know who owns Canada? Do you actually know who owns Canada?
I don't give a fuck who owns Canada.
Fucking Britain, dude. They are subjects of the king. That is a direct violation to fucking Britain, dude.
Except
it's still so weird to refer to.
If the people in Canada say, fuck you, Britain, king. We're becoming a part of America.
So what? We're gonna steal land from other nations now?
Hey,
no, that's not.
If they decide to join us,
they're not gonna decide to join us. They cannot decide. Chris, they cannot decide this. They are subjects.
We fucking did. We told Britain to fuck off.
They would have to start a civil war.
You're a civil war.
And it's like, okay, how much does the U.S. need to fuck everything up to fucking make the world burn? We're already got we got what, 3 nations in war right now? That's technically World War III.
Yeah, why not 4 more years of Biden, man? Come on, let's go.
I mean, it's like, what, we're gonna burn the world down to rule over the ashes?
Doesn't sound like that. All those weird, like,
Chuck Danger. He says, actually, Canada broke away from the monarch of Britain in 1867, becoming a sovereign nation.
Oh, see, that's how much we know. That's what they teach us at school. Nothing, so 200 years and nothing.
There goes your Civil War argument.
Still, it's like you're if we're going to invade Canada, then we have to stop. We got to stay out of fucking Ukraine. Yeah, we got to stay out of the Middle East. That means it's okay for them to do it too.
Yeah.
If we can do it, they can do it.
Oh, except that you're talking about Ukraine
and the Middle East.
No. Hold on. Hear me out. Ukraine's a sovereign nation, and they don't want to be a part of Russia. Canada's a sovereign nation, and then they want to become a part of the U.S.? Where's the fucking parallel? There isn't one. One's a willing party, one's an unwilling party.
There are people in the Ukraine that are Ukrainians that would rather be part of Russia right now. That is also the lie that comes out from the media.
And that's
this
why,
is turning
that's
into
why
a. This
they
is like
put
on
it
the
to a
verge.
vote. Let the
If it
people
wasn't
vote. What
for
the fuck do they
the
want?
fact that Zelensky will execute you for going against him, there would already be a civil war going. He arrested everybody in the church to stop the civil war. Fucking think about it.
Civil War, Civil War.
That's what happens when you have a true Nazi dictator.
Terrible news.
People are fucking better off to allow, but Ukraine would be better to be fucking part of Russia. And you're hearing a Ukrainian fucking speak up about this, dude. So it's like, my mother hates me right now because I speak the fucking truth.
We need another Team America World Police movie is what we need. Where's the
idea would be detrimental to the GOP. A landmass that size in population, it would be a California 2.0 and add many Dem seats in the House, making it impossible to pass any Republican laws or agendas.
Oh my God. We would become communist.
It would have to be, was it like a multiple of 6, right?
I don't know about you guys, but I'm ditching 3D. I'm going 5D.
5D. You just skip 4D.
Fuck this plane. I'm going. I don't like this timeline anymore, guys.
Right, I'll be like, I will fucking arm up with fucking with the brethren that believes in the Constitution. Be like, this is the hill I stand on.
Yeah.
I don't know. I read somewhere that like.
Oh no. Zelensky wasn't put in power by Obama. That was the CIA. They staged a coup, and then arrested and killed the actual president of Ukraine. Yeah. I'll be the fucking. I'll say it. People don't want to fucking. It's like people. The news is like being very good about suppressing all of that.
You're bad, Neb.
It's all propaganda nowadays.
It is.
No. It's conspiracy theories because eventually I'm proven right.
No, Obama passed a law in like 2013, I think, that stated that it was legal for the media to propagandize the American citizenry.
Yep.
Well, yeah, he
helped turn the United States into a CIA banana republic.
It was a law that they couldn't do it to us, but yeah, it was repelled.
But see, when it comes to our government and laws, they don't actually pay attention to the fact that, laws that contradict each other, the new law is null and void. They don't pay attention to that shit. And they won't tell you that it's null and void. You have to discover that shit for yourself and argue it for yourself.
Yes.
Because their lawyers are fucking idiots.
Yes, they're taught in the bar exam. Do you know what that stands for? The first word is British.
Yeah, British.
Has nothing to do with United States law.
No.
Zero to do with U.S. law.
Nope, everybody pays homage to the king.
Technically, if any kind of statute or limitation violates our constitutional rights, we don't have to abide by them anyway.
Yep.
Yeah, paying taxes is voluntary, mandatory.
Yeah, I've heard a lot about that.
That is so crazy. Like, I've seen so many new videos coming out where, you have people in like positions of power talking about how they need to bring trust back into the system because it's a voluntary tax system and the people are losing the trust and they're going to stop paying when they don't trust us. So we need to regain their trust because it is a voluntary system. It's just like, how many times are you going to say voluntary in this system? Sentence?
It's voluntary on our side, 100% mandatory from the employer's side.
Well, back in the day, we made all the money we needed for this country in tariffs.
Yep. Yep.
Everything that was taxed from the people like was just taken. Who knows what happened with that money?
Like, imagine, guys, if you weren't paying over 50% in slave taxes, how much Bitcoin you'd have right now?
Yeah,
A whole hell of a lot more.
Fuck yeah, man.
Just imagine if you didn't have to pay like $3K a month to rent a townhouse. I'd have a lot more.
Or you know, you got a nice piece of property and you're spending 12,000, like an old man who bought a nice bit of property with a nice house for like $6,000 because it was 80 fucking years ago.
Yeah.
And he's paying $12,000 a year in taxes on it. Double the price of his house property back in the day. It's like,
and that's why he should have put his land in a dadgum trust and then buried a family member there.
Yeah, that does work actually.
Put your land in the trust and they can't take it. Bury a family member there. Register the burial. They can't take it from you.
Look into getting an allodial title. Once you own property, like vehicles, land, all that stuff, you still have to pay taxes because you still don't own it. Right.
Correct.
So if you get an allodial title, which is very difficult to do, lots of paperwork involved. But if you do that, then they can't tax you on it anymore.
Good luck trying to get that paperwork done.
Yeah.
but that's how you own nothing and be happy. Put all of your shit into trusts.
Everything. As soon as you buy it, you don't own it. The state has it. The state has your property. The state has your land.
That's why you have to have a license to drive.
Even though land that your house sits on that you own.
Even though having a license is commercial.
Yeah.
Right. I like the people who have like they're fucking with the police departments going across the country.
Yeah.
I love
because they don't have any license plates nor a driver's license. And they're like, well, sir, you're driving a motor vehicle. And they're like, no, I'm not.
I'm traveling. My
I'm not driving. I'm traveling.
Oh, it's great.
And it's not illegal to travel.
It's great when you see the two different sides of that coin. The people that just hear it and they think buzzwords are going to get them out because they don't know shit. And then you have the people that are actually fucking educated on the system. And they're willing to actually fight the system. Even
oh yeah.
Oh, you're gonna arrest me? Okay, let's go.
Yeah. Please take me, sir. Please take me. Just to let you know, I'm doing this unwillingly, and I feel very pressured.
My favorite are the two lawyers that they go around for. Shut the fuck up Friday. When a cop's asking you questions, what do you do? Shut the fuck up. Yeah. It's like cops are asking you questions. What do you do? Shut the fuck up.
but shut the fuck up.
It's Friday, so it's shut the fuck up Friday. Here's going to be the most best advice I can give you as a lawyer, because when you shut the fuck up, I can do my job.
Chance says
in your center console.
And a loyal title is about as rare as the American Express Black Card or whatever credit card thing it is.
Yeah.
It is rare, but it's mostly due to a lack of education, on the subject. They don't teach that in schools. They don't teach it.
It's like Roger Veer. He's about to get
university nowhere.
It's like Roger Veer. He's about to get rickrolled because he thinks that if he just I denounce my citizenship and rips up your passport means you're not a citizen anymore. He fucked around. He's about to find out.
If you didn't file the paperwork to actually renounce it, you
can fill out that paperwork all you want. It still takes you at least 6 months to a year, and it'll take you a minimum of $30,000 up front.
What, you think he didn't have it? He had the money to do it, but if he didn't do it the right way, he fucked around, and he's going to find out.
Oh yeah. Not that I say that fucking taxation is, isn't theft or anything, but he's like, oh, I denounced it. And it's like, never once did he say that he went through, like, all the proper legalities of actually becoming a citizen of the world. I know but like a handful of people who have done that in the United States.
Yeah. You gotta get off the ship because you're an actual live person.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta dock, get off the ship, and be like, "Yo, I'm right here. I'm alive. I'm not lost at sea."
Nope.
But yeah, we'll see. I don't know, man. You know, just bring it down, bring it all down.
I love the video where you actually have somebody break down the Black's Law dictionary of everything, like especially how you were born at sea. I mean, a doctor is called a doctor because he receives you. You are the ship. All right, that's why it's called a birthing canal, and you are received by the dock.
Yes.
That's just the small snippet, you know.
And go ahead and try to leave a hospital these days without naming your kid, and see how far you get out of the door.
Yeah, they hate that you do all natural births, and then there's like no record of your child at all.
Oh yeah, 100%, 100%. I mean, that was the basis for Obamacare, was to put a server into every hospital in the United States.
Yeah, I know
what was that for?
One person in the United States that does not have a Social Security number.
Wow. Probably never had a job either, though. So
he's lived in the countryside. At least he does farm work. So
well, there you go. Yeah, you don't need one then.
No.
You live in the simple life, man. You don't need none of this crap.
Oh hell yeah, man. He's like, you might as well call him fucking Amish, dude.
That's right. Oh, and another thing about the Amish, like we've been studying them for like 50, 60 years, but I haven't seen any studies come out.
Yeah, seriously, like when the government says like the Amish are like, you know, on the terrorist watch list, that's just fucking ridiculous.
That's because they be drinking natural milk and shit.
Amos, which is the famous Amish guy from Pennsylvania, he has won his case.
Yeah, but at what cost? You know, they already threw all this shit away.
It's you know what? A win is a win. For your lifestyle, a win is a win.
Facts. If it had to cost you what it cost you, you know, that's I guess the cost of doing business.
Almost.
Just like when Facebook pays the $5 billion fine just to keep on business as usual.
So for those of you that aren't aware what he's talking about, like the Amish Amos guy that won the case, like food freedom and raw milk.
Yeah.
Yep.
Supposedly, like, the big hoax is like the ultra pasteurized milk is terrible. We should be drinking the raw shit. You know.
According to MSN, organic farmer receives court victory, but case will likely escalate to higher courts.
Oh yeah, the state's going to appeal.
Well. Of course, they don't like losing. They'll keep it in court forever. They don't care.
It's like the left wing nut jobs that keep going after gun rights. It's like, bro, all the school shootings for the last 20 years that I know of have all been Democrat. You're trying to disarm the Republicans and conservatives for what your mental illness fucking crowd is doing.
So, from the other side of the pond's a pirate. You probably have way better milk than we got in this country. Everything is like ultra processed. It's really hard to get good stuff, and if you do, it's like 4 times the cost of the regular.
Yeah, I spend a pretty good penny for my milk that I like.
I don't drink that water shit that they sell at the freaking grocery store.
Yeah, I get mine from a organic farm that does not do any kind of pesticides of any sort.
Grass fed is good too. If you get like the grass fed cows.
Dude, man, it's like if you've never ever drank milk and never experienced the ability to taste the sweet grass.
Gives me bubble gut too. It's okay.
Mikhail, come back.
No.
Somebody's been baking.
You know what I really think it really boils down to is it's not so much people don't know how to prepare raw milk. It's the fact that people are just now in the United States starting to understand A1, A2 milk. You can get A1, you can get A1, A1 milk, or you can get A2, A2, but you really want A1, A2.
They've been doing us dirty with the food for a long time in this country, man. It's not a joke. It's for real. We got like 40 chemicals in Fruit Loops, and they're all bad.
Yeah, I mean, I basically drink mine straight out, like it's, you know, they just skim the cream off of it and then package it, and that's what I consume, and that's delicious, so sweet. Oh,
dude, back in like the what was it, 50s and 60s when we used to have milk delivery and shit. Like,
is it A1A? Is that how the format goes? I forget how it all goes. Like I know a little bit about it.
Avenue. That's right, Oz. That's right. Are you hopping in this? What happened?
Yeah, many pit products with outdated regulations. Yeah, exactly.
I mean, we got to get rid of the cows anyway because they fart too much.
Oh yeah. UK is putting in God, what the hell is that? It's like supposed to stop them from farting.
No shits for cows.
Yeah, and
so they don't poop.
Yeah, and my only concern is a lot of fast food restaurants use their cheese in the United States.
Dude, cheese is I can't.
I'm not like at this point, like I can't like trust fast food industry because of that. It's like 0%. I remember what it is. Bolvar. They're going to be feeding them Bolvar.
Bolvar, yeah. Yep, it's so you know some crazy enzyme that we're gonna just get in our food now. Tuberculosis.
Right. So now it's gonna be, you know, fucking. They're gonna push all the fucking good shit onto the fucking. You know, you're gonna eat healthy. You're gonna be feeling great. You don't need a doctor, and you're gonna get arrested for fucking buying black market foods that are healthy and good for you.
That'll be me.
Oh, good God. Yeah, that'll be
I'll
me.
Be selling bullets for like some lettuce or something.
Yeah. Right. Because I'm going to keep every sat, dude. I'm fucking stacking sats and hodling.
And if I got to wait 50 years for the power to come back on, by damn it, I'd be standing over that Bitcoin wallet waiting for the power to come back on. Yeah, like, what are you guys doing? Go ahead. Make day.
Oh my God, that reminds me of a movie I saw last year. It was
a movie.
It was a movie where a man was a teacher, and then him and his wife, they were doing an off-grid experimental lifestyle, and then like some military guys raided his home, killed his wife, left him for dead, and he ended up joining the military as a sniper, I think. But they showed some pretty interesting things. One of them was a gravity machine that produced electricity. You know, kind of like how those old style clocks that like your grandmother used to have, the little cuckoo clocks. You pull down on one chain and then the weights would actually keep the clock running. You know, they utilize that type of technology to generate their own electricity at their house that they had built in a hill. So fun stuff. Yeah, I want to look it up now, but whatever.
You do.
Man, there's so many different things out there that you could use. They want to shut off the electricity?
Is it potty break time?
Okay.
What's going on?
Yes, gravity batteries. Less battery and more just active energy production.
Yeah, we're just gonna have arc reactors in our homes. They'll be small ones.
Oh, have you guys seen the
Don't worry.
dadgum egg from Enron?
Yeah.
It's a joke. Don't believe it.
It's hilarious.
That is
It
hilarious.
was a joke.
A little nuclear power plant inside.
I
of
know,
your-
right? It's like, yeah, sure. They're gonna just let mini
snuggle
nuclear
up
reactors
next
in
to
every
it.
home. Sure.
It charges your.
No, it was a
wirelessly
joke.
when you sit next to it.
It was a joke.
Yeah. It's like the whole Fallout game series. You know, all the cars.
That was a
were-
joke. That was a running joke in the comments section. It's like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, so but that's like the whole principle of the Fallout series game is that everybody was driving around in cars that were powered by nuclear fusion,
Yeah.
and once a couple of them blew up, it lit up and it took out the whole planet. Fusion bomb blew up everywhere. Some
Hot.
people were a little more irradiated than others.
Oh, of course.
Just a little bit.
Yeah, just a little bit. You know, it's like if we have like these little mini nuclear reactors inside of our houses, you know, epic.
Yeah.
It's like, think about it. You have one fire that's in like an industrial high rise fucking apartment building. Fucking, it's like we witnessed like a fucking a seismic fucking scale of like 7 on the Richter scale fucking of an earthquake as the nuclear bomb goes off. Oof! Just because of one little fire. That would be insane.
Yeah. But did you know?
I haven't heard anything about that, but let's see. I just did a quick search.
I need some FAs in chat because I gotta be rolling that.
Oh, yeah. Let's get some FAs in that chat because it's time for an announcement before Mikkel has to get out of here.
What are we doing tomorrow? What's going on for tomorrow, my dude?
Doing it all. Buck naked.
Stuffs and things. Maybe streaming tomorrow night.
Ooh.
Ooh.
You know.
Typicals.
Plus-
Typicals.
I know I won't be here in the morning, but
On the road
you
again.
can still, you can still join in for the Saturday morning lineup with
Hey, that means
all of your favorites.
You can go on now. You take his place.
Right. Potentially. Allegedly.
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 Yeah. So since I'm not going live at 9, our boy servant will be going live probably at 9:30 Central Time. Unlike his normal 10 o'clock, he'll probably go live a little earlier. And then after that we'll have Panda, and then Rabid Mining will go live.
Ooh.
Yeah. It will be the Saturday morning lineup since I'm not here. Or I'm not at home to do that.
Yeah.
Lame.
Okay,
Yeah.
hold on. Time out. So trying to search for the Tesla whistleblower, FBI, whatever the heck. I pulled up an article about the Cybertruck in Vegas. No. Yeah. The Tesla Cybertruck at the Trump Hotel. And they're saying it was by an active duty Army Green Beret. Let me just show you something real quick, okay? And this makes me suspect what they're saying. All right. Look at what's left of the Cybertruck, and somehow a fucking ID survives. Cybertruck, fucking ID. That sounds a lot like the dadgum freaking ID from freaking pilots that crashed into the World Trade Center. Sounds like a setup to me.
I mean, depends on how morbid you want the explanation on that.
Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for a fucking announcement. Yo. Hey, Mikhail has to get out of here, so here we go. To all you sexy motherfuckers, DCA Adventure is rated F for fucking awesome.
Hell yeah, brother.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
And with that being said, I think it's time for us to get up out of here too. So,
late as hell.
Thank you everybody for being here. All that good stuff. So
smash that like button. We got 15 people watching and only 11 likes.
I see 12. I see 12.
Boo.
So
Let's boo.
Boo.
Right. There's 3 of you guys. You guys hit the smash the like button. You should
No.
double check.
Like my own stuff. I'm not that big.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm really that guy. I like.
And on that note, Brian, why don't you go ahead and sign us out?
I like my own Facebook posts.
So thank you everybody for being here. All that good stuff. Peace out. Stay savage. Smash that lizard like button, subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one. Yo.
Yeah, baby.
Peace out, guys.
Do it to it.